Yeah, welcome to the Weege Show, brought to you by motorsport.com. There's still time, but barely any. It ends pretty much right now. The Ultimate Ride Sweepstakes. Go to motorsport.com/win and get a super tricked out Yamaha YZ450F. Brand new bike with a whole bunch of cool parts on it. But you gotta go now. I'll put the QR code on the screen. But that QR code is gonna block my beautiful shirt. If you wanna look cool like James Stewart, the way you do it is just literally take his clothes. Like, he gave me this shirt to wear. And we have the sport coat t-shirt combo, which he's been pushing for. James knows style. We should just say, just lead us to the promised land. And James actually started his first TV broadcast with us, was here at Budds Creek a couple of years ago. And as an anniversary gift, he had a leftover box of cereal. Eat cereal as a snack at the end of the day. He didn't want to bring it on the plane, so he gave it to me so I could get some free cereal for my kids. Free food. James, love you, man.
I talked to those guys. That company's based out of Wyoming. Yeah? Yeah.
Wow. I thought the Dungy Wheaties box was cool. But we got something even better here. James is giving me his leftover Cinnamon Toast Crunch. My kids are really gonna... I'm glad you're trying to like give a special message, but I'm just happy to save $5 on a box of cereal.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's okay, kids. You can open it up. It's just my honey's anniversary present.
Yeah. Sorry, we got a special bond. So, let's get into the wrap-up to Pro Motocross, which, let's be honest, the entire year was a coronation party. Hey, Joe! Perfect season. My guy, Joe, truck driver over here at Twisted Tea Suzuki, 11 days, 11 breakfasts.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to you.
You are welcome, sir.
Thanks for the hookup.
You are welcome. Thank
Maybe
you.
SMX.
Yes, sir.
They are day races, at least at Charlotte. Very good. Joe cooks a mean breakfast over there, and we went 11 races, perfect season with free breakfast over at Twisted Tea. As for the rest of the year, it was almost more predictable than that, because in the end, Jett and Haiden Deegan are the two best 450, 250 riders in Pro Motocross. That's the way it's been for the last 3 years. Chase Sexton fans probably don't want to hear that. He can fight back. It was great having Sexton in his brief time in Pro Motocross this year to try to answer and give you, his claim of, I was the champ last year and I earned it, I deserved it. We'll see what happens next year. This thing hasn't even started yet?
No, we're doing our own little special champ one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Are you going to be in there?
Well, am I invited?
You're invited. I invite you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's this happening?
I think just here.
All right, we'll go in. Yeah, Big John, if you don't want me there, just tell him. All right, I guess I got a championship thing. We're going to go over there. And what my point is, this whole thing, this is just window dressing. This is an appetizer for next year when Deegan moves up and battles all these dudes. Sexton tries to get it back, and Hunter Lawrence keeps getting better. On and on we go. Be right back. Seth Hammaker, what you needed was someone to help fix the chain or the chain guide. What happened in Moto 1?
Chain and chain guide, yeah. I think it's derailed from the chain guide, maybe hitting a rock or something in a corner.
Yeah.
And then, luckily it happened where it did, so there wasn't over a jump, kind of on an uphill.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, so thankful there. Then, I mean, it was just a bummer. Like, it didn't really change. Well, I probably would have got 6 in the points instead of 7, but that doesn't change anything for me. And I was still 5th in SMX points pretty much no matter what. And Juju would have had to go 1-1 to pass me anyways today. So, like, it was just a bummer not to finish the moto.
But I know you wanted overall podium. Where were you?
Yeah.
Were you 4th?
4th. And we were catching
That's what
Cole.
I mean.
Yeah.
It kind of eliminated you from podium
For
contention.
sure.
Yeah.
And, that was pretty much wiped out from that moto. Then,
right.
Second moto, like, I had second to last gate pick on the outside.
Yeah.
And I just rode the grass. I came out 4th, and I was like, oh,
no
that's
way.
Sweet. And then the red flag, I'm like, please do not do a stagger start. Please, please. And they did. And then, I don't know, I need to work on, like, after a red flag, like, especially without a gate drop, I don't have, like, the fire. Like, to use all the adrenaline and stuff, like, the focus for the first start. And then we come back, like, I need to work on resetting my body and, like, calming myself down. Like, everybody has to deal with it, right? So, like, it's just something that I need to be better at. And, 2 red flags, like, you never like to see red flags, but when they do happen, like, you need to be ready for it.
One more for you. Your starts have actually been pretty good outdoors.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle for other teammates. Is there something about the bike clutch thing that you have wired that they're working on? Do you have any idea why?
Well, so funny thing, like, primary gear in the, I guess I can't get into it too much, right? But, like, I had something different in my practice bike than my race bike for the first couple of nationals, and I'm like, I'm telling the team, I'm like, dude, I swear my practice bike feels better than my race bike.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I crazy or something? And then we figured it out. So then we got that in my race bike as well at Millville. And ever since Millville, I've like been like top 3 or at least top 5 off the starts, which that's what all you can ask for, with a couple hole shots in the middle or in between them. And then everybody slowly, gradually got to that setup. And you have to shift more, and because it's a shorter gearing setup.
I see.
And we were struggling with getting off the grate and getting it to drive, especially when the starts rip deep and stuff like that. Supercross, it didn't affect it as much because it's not ripped. So like, we were working through those things with outdoors and new bike, and it's been a lot better since, like I said, for me since Millville. And I think the whole team's transferred over to that somewhat now, and I think their starts have been better today. So I don't really know. I have to go watch, but like you said, yeah.
It's a mic. It's a microphone.
Yeah, like you said, my starts have been good. So I feel like I'm confident in that. It makes your life easier for sure.
So funny. It's little things.
Yeah, little things for sure, and that's those make a difference at this level.
Yep. All right, we're back with a tiny microphone. This is Cole Davies, moto winner now. You're a moto winner. Do you feel like you won a moto?
I don't know.
A little bit?
Kind of a little bit.
Yeah. When did you find out that you won?
Well, I was sitting in the truck. I was happy with my podium, and then someone walked in. I can't remember who it was, but they're like, it's they're saying maybe Haiden and Joe were gonna get penalized. I was like, oh. And then it said that like I might win. Because they would it was still under investigation or whatever, but yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Really, whether it was third, second, or first, that's what you were looking for. The overall breakthrough, just getting the podium had to feel awesome. Yeah.
No, I definitely needed that, to prove to, myself and everyone. I mean, it wasn't a good weekend at Unadilla. I put all my energy out to Moto 1. I didn't really have anything left for Moto 2.
Yeah.
I started making my way through the pack, and then I crashed, and then I was cooked by the end of that moto. It wasn't a good moto, the second one, but I mean, we'll take it. It was still a positive day, step in the right direction, and yeah, I mean, it's SMX now, so that's the focus.
You get excited about that?
Yeah. No, I'm ready for SMX. I was good there last year for futures, so yeah, I feel like that was kind of my breakthrough last year of futures, like the start of myself getting out there kind of a little bit. So no, but yeah, it was good. And yeah, I'm excited for SMX.
I'm seeing you hanging out with some Aussies. Do you like the Aussies or hate the Aussies? Where are we at?
New Zealanders.
We like?
Put them on the front.
Oh, because we got New Zealand. Okay, that's cool. Now it makes more sense. We're going to switch from New Zealand to New Zealand. Good job, Cole. He won a moto today. New Zealand and New Zealand. Because I said, here, hold, this is a microphone, believe it or not. You're on video right now.
All right.
Learning a lot right now. Brody.
Yeah.
Brody.
That's the one.
He won a moto, and I was like, are you hanging with the Aussies? He's like, no, New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand.
Yes.
Unadilla, you said we used to race together. We've never raced until Unadilla.
Ever?
No.
I feel like that's what your Reeve told me, to be
He would
honest.
ride like a 65 and I'd be on a 125.
I knew you were older.
Yeah.
I swear that's what your Reeve told me. So I thought I had the best source possible. So, like,
you don't
seriously,
listen to your Reeve sometimes.
maybe that's a lesson learned. So literally the first time we ever raced was Unadilla.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So you're the Australian champ, but you're from New Zealand.
Yeah.
What was your experience like these couple races here?
It's hot.
Yeah.
Really hot.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool though. It's just the intensity level is massive compared to at Aussie, so.
Yeah. But it makes you better.
It does.
Yeah.
I'll get used to it, and yeah, we'll have a crack next year. So.
Would you like to race here more?
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be the goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully the whole of next year.
And we're back. Good couple interviews there. Seth Hamaker and Cole Davies, moto winner. Cole Davies' score in 4 career Pro Motocross motos, 23, 23, 1, 17. Eat your heart out. Nate Thrasher, who we used to say had the craziest Racer X vault of the ups and down results. Look, it's going to level out for Davies, but the beginning tally, 23, 23, 1, 17, pretty wild. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Cole Davies, Seth Hamaker, you guys will be great next year. You guys will be great in the playoffs. But let's talk about the champions and what this means. And I had a Weege Show with a real point yesterday. I'm not even going to go in. I'm never going to read the comments. I'm not going to go in. I'm not going to read the comments on this one. I was talking about why this is not the biggest sport in the world, because Not enough people ride dirt bikes. Next topic, and I hope you can see me in the darkness here. We've never had darkness be an issue at a national, but multiple red flags, fitting WMX into the middle of the day. It's shockingly late. It's past 8 o'clock here, and we're still just wrapping up. But the wrap-up is 2 teams celebrating titles with Jett Lawrence and Haiden Deegan. And yes, as I said at the beginning of this show, this has been a dress rehearsal for them racing each other. And I did hear that there was some podium drama, some chirping back and forth as Honda was trying to take their team photo and Haiden Deegan wanted to come up and take his team photo. There was some chirping between the camps, between the riders, between the crews. There's real heat between those two. And that's going to be the overwhelming story. Deegan versus the Lawrences. But yesterday's show is dedicated to separating the forest from the trees. And that's what we're going to do. Let's step out, whether you're on Jett and Hunter's side or Deegan's side, whoever you're going to root for in the future. Let's step out and think about the fact that the 2 big superstar champions of Pro Motocross are really good at Pro Motocross, and they're racing Pro Motocross, and they're both arguably better at motocross than Supercross, or at least equal in Jett's case. Every year when the Pro Motocross Championship starts, or the Nationals as we've called it for a long time, someone mentions that Supercross is the better version of this because they have nicer restrooms and better viewing and it's more comfortable. And if you had the CEO of a Fortune 500 company that wanted to sponsor a team, it would be much more hospitable to bring that CEO to a Supercross race. And that is absolutely true. You're not going to get a better, more refined product than producing an event in an NFL stadium, which is the absolute pinnacle of where to hold a sporting event. But as I always say, you can't have a motocross race at a stadium because it would cease to be motocross. And the point of my show yesterday was you have to keep this part, this connection to the customer who rides this track or rides Washougal and buys a motocross bike. That connection is what truly keeps this going. Yes, we want to look at this sport to the same metric as all the other sports, which is TV numbers and ticket sales make the world go round. And that is how it works for most sports. But here, it's that plus people buying the motorcycles and having that connection from their track. Not only do most Pro Motocross seasons start with someone mentioning, oh, this is so much harder than Supercross. Many years started with, do the riders even want to do this? And this started as early as the late 90s when Jeremy McGrath was asking for a, hey, that's my guy, you're getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. You've been on the show for years. How old are you now? 9. Getting there. We'll see you on that track.
Pleasure seeing you. See you around.
It won't be long. We'll see you soon. 1999-ish, 2000-ish, Jeremy McGrath, the biggest star in the sport, asking for a Supercross-only contract. I don't even think Supercross-only was a phrase within the sport by then. Jeremy started it. Most trends take 5 to 10 years to really take root. Well, a decade after 99, 2000, the biggest riders, superstar names in the sport, James Stewart, Chad Reed, Kevin Windham, they were all cycling in and out of Supercross-only deals. That was definitely the direction that things were going, which again, on paper, it makes sense. Supercross is the ultimate. There's no doubt about that. But you got to keep this connection here. 2009, MX Sports took over this series. I know you're going to say that I'm only saying this because I've been told to say it, but does it look like there's anyone around telling me to say anything? A couple changes made this series more hospitable. Much better TV package. Motocross in 08, I think there were 2 or 3 live races, and most of them just were on TV a week or 2 after the race. Full live coverage started in 2009, every moto either on internet or on TV. And the one-day format, shifting from the Saturday practice, Sunday race to the Saturday only, much more hospitable to the teams. And when the next generation of superstars came about, Ryan Villapoto, Ryan Dungey, Ken Roczen, Eli Tomac, the idea of Supercross only was gone. They all raced a championship. Tomac's still racing it at 32 years old. Dungey came back out of retirement and raced it again. Ken Roczen, health issues. Probably not going to see him in a lot of Pro Motocross, but that's a unique situation. Because when you look at the next generation, the Jett Lawrence, Haiden Deegan, they're all in on motocross. Again, they might be better at motocross. And that is so key for the health of the sport. And now, the better TV package, it's just a better run program now than it was if you look at where it was in 06, 07. That helped. Now it's been locked in because the SMX thing with the riders needing points, motocross benefiting from the same promotion that Supercross gets, talking about motocross throughout the Supercross campaign, talking about Supercross throughout the motocross campaign, all those things, it has really sealed it that motocross is here. And the most important part is for motocross to remain motocross, because I know it's nicer to hold a race in a stadium if you're a fan. But just think about this. If someone saw this and said, how can I improve it? They would probably try to make it more Supercross-like. What if you ran a bunch of motocross races on the infield of NASCAR tracks and made it a Daytona-looking type event or something like that? It would have nicer facilities. It would have nicer viewing. But it would lose that connection to the local fans at their local track that they've raced locally in a local series. That's the track maybe they did a area or regional qualifier for Loretta's in. All these things are carefully intertwined to keep that connection between the consumer going to the parts counter at his dealership, buying new gear, buying a new motorcycle, feeling like he's done what Haiden, Deegan, and Jett Lawrence have done. All those things are absolutely necessary. And it's this series that keeps that part going, and then it's the Supercross part that keeps the other part going, and that's how you get a series and a sport that has had these same trucks and these same teams in the pits for 50+ years. And riders will get paid to race next year like they always do. A lot of the small motorsports, it's not fair, like I said, to compare this to soccer or basketball or football or baseball. There are a lot of small motorsports out there that would kill for this: stability. Athletes getting paid based on their worth, their skill in competition, full-time living every year. Yeah, there's going to be privateers. Yeah, there's going to be one or two deserving riders who got squeezed out. There just weren't quite enough rides available. But the overall stability of this economic model requires all the things. And these races do that. And it's really never been in a better spot, or at least it hasn't been for 20-some years. Because I don't think you can see Supercross only anytime in the future for Haiden, Deegan, or Jett Lawrence. Instead, a lot of focus on them racing each other in this championship starting next year, and then all the races throughout the year. And if guys want to skip a couple here or there and just come back for the playoffs, that's fine too. That's the economic model that really keeps this going. And it's in a great spot because of these two young champions who are all in on the motocross and Supercross and SMX part of it. Seeing the forest from the trees, whether you like Deegan or Lawrence, whatever side you're on, they're all going to race the same two-moto format on the same tracks, on the same dates that you grew up knowing and loving. And that's more valuable than you probably think. That's the Weege Show. Thanks to Motorsport for backing us throughout the Pro Motocross Championship. We will be back in SMX in 2 weeks. I cannot believe it's dark at a national. Kind of feels like a Supercross. Interesting.